All right, I think we're live. And yes, we're going to talk about the Apple Vision Pro reviews. All the initial reviews are out. MKBHD, iJustine, Brian Tong, The Verge, CNET, not CNN. CNET also did it. So I don't know. I thought it'd be interesting to talk about it on a live stream, see what you guys think. Hey, everybody, to watching live, thanks for joining me. This is awesome. And yeah, if you want, we're going to do more of those. I was planning on doing a live unboxing of the Apple Vision Pro when I get it on Friday, whenever that is. I can't set the exact date because I'm not exactly sure, or the exact time, because I'm not sure when that's going to be coming. But hopefully early afternoon this Friday, Eastern time, going to do a live stream of the unboxing. So if you guys want to join for that, just watch social medias at Steven Robles on Threads and X and Mastodon and all that. Those links are down in the description. And hey, everybody, thanks for joining me. What's going on? Viper, I see you in there. Or there's a bunch of people joining. Thank you guys so much for joining the live stream kind of last minute. I thought it'd be fun. So yeah, a lot of early reviews are out, and I've watched them all, as of course apt to do. And it's interesting. Of course, I can't wait to try it on Friday. I'm still excited for that. But just curious, this is Brian Tong's review where he kind of started his video just showing windows floating around and doing Vision Pro stuff. I actually thought his video was really good because he did a lot of use cases. He even went in and showed what NBA looked like watching multiple games at a time. This was him kind of doing all those different games at once. One of the challenges that I think I will have and many reviewers will have is capturing the video from inside Apple Vision Pro. It looks like, and I saw this in iJustine's video, where you'll be able to screen record directly in Vision Pro. And she actually did a lot of demos also, which hers is very good. But she did a demo where she did guest mode, and she gave it to her sister. And it looked like, it was right there in the control center. You could just record the screen. And I was going to try and find her real quick. But yeah, but the problem is, it's your head. It just moves involuntarily a lot, I think. And so recording that's going to be a challenge and not making it seem, I don't know, just super jarring to your viewers. This is her sister trying it out. Yeah. So anyway, you can see the footage. It's going to be kind of shaky. So I guess I'll do my best to hold my head still when I'm reviewing this. But anyway, looking at the chat real quick. Yeah, Brian Tong, he really did an amazing review. I was really, really impressed. And again, iJustine had lots of different use cases, so that was good. I was trying to find where she showed. So one thing, first of all, I have to give kudos to The Verge's review. Just had one of the amazing cinematography. The intro to their review, everything just looked so good in their video review. So kudos to the whole Verge team that made it happen. I thought Nilay did a great job reviewing it too, obviously. I mean, he has lots of experience with this kind of stuff. One of the things he had mentioned was that to mirror your Mac display, he might be doing in that clip right there, you can only do one Mac display. And so you actually can't, have multiple displays for your Mac where you have things kind of pointed in all different directions. So that was a little unfortunate. I thought you'd be able to have a bunch of monitors kind of all around in VR space, but apparently that won't be the case. So that's weird. But let's see. I should be streaming 1080, but again, this is kind of a trial run because I wanted to live stream on Friday, and so this will hopefully, let me know if you can watch in 1080. Let me know. That'd be helpful. Okay, 1080 for a lot of you. Awesome. So yeah, do any of the reviews feel like Vision Pro affects their productivity in any way? So Oren, that's a great question. I was hoping to use this in some kind of productivity thing. Oh, before I talk about productivity, I do want to mention, so this screen grab right here, Nilay was saying that when you're watching, he had this done in visual effects after the fact, but when he's looking in Apple Vision Pro, he says he kind of gets this vignetting around the edge of the picture and obviously blurring around the edge. And I know that the foveal focus or whatever it is, I know that Apple Vision Pro is kind of making sure everything in the center of your focus is crisp, and it's going to not spend a bunch of computational power on the outside of the images. But I was curious if this is actually what it's going to look like using Apple Vision Pro with this kind of, circular frame around the image, or is it actually going to fully immerse your view. And Nilay was saying it was more like this, more like you're going to have that vignetting. So yeah, the field of view, Mac Lover, I see you're coming too. Yeah, the field of view is a little bit concerning, and yeah, we'll know in a couple days. I'll be able to try it. But when it comes to productivity, Justine, she had a clip where she was using a Final Cut, kind of in a VR space. I feel like input method is going to be a challenge. A lot of them, obviously the virtual keyboard's not great, but a lot of them were showing, using a keyboard and mouse. Like here, Justine is using a keyboard on her lap, and it looks like a trackpad. And she even made a keynote in her video, kind of like in AR. I feel like those input methods are going to feel a little weird, not being able to like look down and see. I pretty much touch type, but still, like, to be able to look at the keyboard every once in a while or look at the mouse. I mean, I guess you could look down in the pass-through video, you'll be able to see it, but I don't know. It did not look like this was going to be any faster than working on my Mac Studio. That might just be cool to do it in Yosemite. You could see how, like, moving around, it's so jarring watching a screen grab of Apple Vision Pro because it doesn't feel that way probably when you're in the headset because it's tracking your head. You're moving the thing. But I don't know. I'm going to try and keep my head really still when I'm doing screen grabs for the videos that I'll be doing. And I have a couple of videos playing, which I'm pretty excited about. But so it looks like a lot of the reviews capture the output in 720p. It does seem like you can AirPlay from the Apple Vision Pro to a Mac and then screen record that. But I imagine the screen recording directly in Apple Vision Pro would be better for latency and some of that jitteriness. I'll try both. I'll see which one captures more smoothly. But yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to make videos of what I see for YouTube. I will say, I thought it was interesting, Marquez, he just did kind of an unboxing video. He really didn't provide a lot of review type content, which again, most of them said they've had it for 5 or 6 days max. It seemed like last week influencers got their demos and we saw pictures of that like shared on social media, those very curated Apple photos. That was Tuesday of last week. And it seems like the embargo dropped for reviews today. So they've had it for about 5 or 6 days using it. Then of course they actually have to make the video. So yeah, it seemed like MKBHD didn't even really try to give like review information. The Verge did, The Verge went very in depth on that, but I appreciated just his kind of methodical unboxing, seeing everything. This does look like a very large box. It seems like this is going to be a large box. I also, John Gruber just published his review. Did I say Josh Gruber? John Gruber on Daring Fireball published his review, and I haven't read it yet. That's going to be the next thing that I read this evening because I'm very curious what he thinks. But he says the box is almost like 2 HomePod boxes stacked on top of each other, which that's a very large box. So yeah, the Mac Studio is a beast. I agree. Yeah, all the moving around on video was very off-putting. Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be a way seeming to avoid it unless you just really keep your head still. So we'll see. I'm looking at some of the comments. Thanks again for joining live stream. Yeah, I'm curious what MKBHD's long-term review is going to be. I assume sometime next week we might see it, or maybe even over the weekend. The Verge's, Nilay he did say multiple times, like, the technology is super impressive when it comes to Apple Vision Pro. He didn't shy away from saying the technology is pretty incredible, really impressive hardware. The best headset out there is what Nilay said, but it is still a VR headset. But I think, Nilay was, I think fair. He also had some concerns of like trying to use your phone while Apple Vision Pro. You'll see here, like in this image, he has his iPhone down there, which I forget his name, but someone from, I believe, 9 to 5 Mac was asking, how does your phone unlock when you have Apple Vision Pro on your face? Does it do Face ID? Because you have big goggles on your eyes, so I wouldn't think so. But I'm curious how that works with your iPhone. If you try to unlock your iPhone, and I don't know. Who knows? So maybe it's just because your optical ID is going to unlock it inside the headset for you. So anyway, curious about that. So is the jitters really just that noticeable in the screen recordings? I imagine the jitters are noticeable because, the reviewers, Justine, MKBHD, Nilay, like, they're moving their head around looking at these windows. And so it's not jarring for them because they are consciously moving their head in the direction that they want. whereas us watching it, we don't know where they're about to move their head. We're not controlling that. So I think that's why it's a little jittery. But let's see, what's the camera you're using to stream today? Oh yeah, Oren. So just so you know, I'm streaming with my trusty Sony A7 IV with a Sigma 35mm f1.4 lens. It's what I use to shoot all my videos, and I'm using it for the live stream as well, going into a Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro. If you can't see your hands, yeah, not seeing your hands is one thing. And Eli was also saying that when you're in dark environments, the pass-through video gets very blurry. Oh, also, the digital persona, or the, I forget what it's called, the persona feature. This is, Neeli, Joanna Stern, MKBHD, Brian Tong also did one. And, it looks pretty uncanny valley. I don't think this is meant to be hyper realistic. These look like video game characters, which again, it's like totally rendering this with you having Apple Vision Pro on your face. So, I didn't expect it to be outstanding. Apple also says that Persona is a beta feature that will be available at launch. So, this is beta quality, but didn't look great. It looks way better than from what I had seen of the metaverse avatars, which were kind of cartoony. But I would be curious to see how it renders my face in Apple Vision Pro. We'll see. We didn't see, Apple immersive video. Yeah, I was curious. I thought I would see more kind of what is it like to watch a movie in this? And I think some of the reviews commented on that. And let me go back to Brian Tong's. His was actually the longest. He had almost an hour on his Apple Vision Pro review. And he talked about, there's spatial computing. That's him sharing his Mac screen, in the universal control style, getting that one picture there. He showed the NBA game. He showed a lot of setup process. I won't be doing that. I feel like it's going to be covered ad nauseum. There's the persona. There's Brian Tong's persona, iJustine, and MKBHD. I'm going to put links to these reviews, by the way. They're already in the description for this video and the live stream. Highly recommend watching these. They all did great work, with very limited time that they had. So here we go. This is kind of Brian Tong showed some immersive content right there. Let me see if I can go back. I thought I saw the, right here, he showed, that Yosemite style immersive experience, but it was very quick. Yeah, it wasn't very long. He didn't do a ton in it. He started his video like that too. He started the video opening up all these windows, and he's on a mountainside. I'm not sure which immersive landscape this is, but I see a lot of people putting windows and stuff way up high, so they have to look directly upwards to see it. I don't imagine that would be comfortable. I mean, I guess it's cool to do that. And I guess if you want to lay down in bed and also watch a 20-foot wide screen, then you could do that too. But yeah, it's interesting. He watched the Avengers 3 hours and said it was impressive. Okay, thanks, Eric. So Brian Tong watched the Avengers. Yeah, NBA 2K15 is funny. Mark, so the personas look fine. Yeah, honestly, they don't look horrible. I'll be honest. The persona is the most impressive probably of that kind of technology that I've seen for the digital persona. Also, in MKBHD's video, they all talked about the accessories at one point or another, but the travel case, the $200 travel case, first of all, you'll see the cover for the Apple Vision Pro over the lenses. There's the polishing cloth, and the cover is this real pillowy case thing, which is kind of interesting. There's the dual strap, and here's the travel case, which I also got, and the Apple Store app says I'll be getting all the accessories this Friday as well. But this thing looks pretty cool. Looks big. Does not look like it's going to fit inside one of my backpacks. I think if I want to take Apple Vision Pro on a plane or something, I'm going to have to be carrying it separate in addition to my backpack and carry-on. I mean, it can fit in the backpack, but then nothing else will fit, it seems like. So, yeah, that's going to be a little cumbersome on a plane, but $200 for a case. It's something. I'm curious to actually feel it this Friday and see how premium it actually feels. But I don't know. I want to read John Gruber's review, see what he thinks. All of them mentioned, well, not all of them, but Neeli, MKBHD, both of them mentioned weight as a thing. This thing is heavy, especially if you just use that solo knit band, which looks cool, but is not going to do as good a job of balancing the weight on your face. And so I used a Quest 2 a few years ago, and I was able to use it for like 30, 40 minutes. And I felt a little slight motion-ishness at the end, a little bit of motion sickness, not like super nauseous. But Nilay says that, if you experience that in other VR headsets, you experience it way less in Apple Vision Pro, if at all. But I'm curious for myself how long I'll be able to use it without feeling that queasiness or motion weirdness. And yeah, Joanna Stern, in one of the FaceTime calls, they said she was wearing it for like 5 hours straight, just sitting in a chair, which that's dedication. I mean, Joanna Stern, she also, I think, skied with it and cooked with it. And that seems also dangerous to try and cook with Apple Vision Pro, but so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm looking in the comments real quick. I haven't seen a ton of games. There's the basketball game, the NBA, and I'm not sure what else is going to be in Apple Arcade, but would really be nice to have some top-level A-list games on Apple Vision Pro, especially that take advantage of like the 3D effect, but we'll see. We might need to wait for some of that. Trenton's text said, you got a travel case on Amazon for $30. I didn't even look on Amazon yet for an Apple Vision Pro travel case. That's interesting. I'm curious how they did the dimensions, because Apple was not very forthcoming with the dimensions of the product in order to make a case for it. I know Waterfield SF Bags is going to be making a case for it. I'm excited to try theirs. Let me see if I can, let me change my address here so you don't see that on my Amazon account. But all right, here's the Apple Vision Pro. Let's go travel case. Let's see what we got here. The cooking timer was interesting. Okay, I'll have to watch the cooking timer. This is fun. All right, let's see. Hard carrying case for Apple Vision Pro. That's the sponsored one. Let's look at the first unsponsored one. This is, I like how they just added Apple Vision Pro in the title of the product. Here's carrying travel case for Meta Quest 2, Quest 3, and Apple Vision Pro accessories. Sure. Let's see. Carrying case compatible for Apple Vision Pro, $25. The Syntec one. So Trenton got the Syntec one. Is that the top one? Let's see. Syntec. Oh, he got this one right here. Let's see what this case looks like inside, if this would fit. I mean, if it's just like an open case, I guess it'll fit. Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it should probably work. Still big. It's a big case, So, I don't know. I mean, I got Apple's. So, let's see. What else we got? Case for Vision Pro. They didn't even say Apple Vision Pro. Just case for Vision Pro. $30. Yeah, again, the insides of this case looks a little too precise. I doubt that would actually fit Vision Pro. Could be wrong. Maybe it does. They say it's for Vision Pro. Vision Pro virtual reality VR headset and accessories. Interesting. Okay. Did anyone else see how to order it as a gift? Seems like you have to scan. That's a good question. Steven is asking about ordering it without scanning your face. And I don't think there's a way to do that right now, because they really want to size the bands and stuff to your face, like give you the whatever size solo knit and dual loop band and the light steel and stuff. So I guess get them an Apple gift card for $4,000 and then they can order Vision Pro. That's probably the best way to give it as a gift to somebody. But that's cool. Yeah, let us know, Trenton Tech, how that case does for you for the Apple Vision Pro. Let us know if it fits. But anyway, I'm excited to get mine. Mine comes Friday. Let's check the status. I'm going to check the status of my accessories and such. Where's my phone here? Okay. I just got a notification today that some more things shipped. My Zeiss lenses shipped a few days ago, and those are coming in. Let's see. The Apple Vision Pro still says delivered February 2nd. It does not say shipped just yet. So we'll see. Hopefully that will change soon. Sometimes it changes just the day before. And I have my accessories in a second order. I have an extra battery coming, but the delivery on that says February 6th. So that secondary battery is a little delayed. The Apple Vision Pro travel case should also be coming Friday, February 2nd. And I did get the Belkin battery holder. I don't know why, but I did. And I will try that as well and unbox it on the live stream on Friday. Oren, thanks for joining. I know you got to go to bed. It's late over there. And I'll be signing off soon, too. Any last-minute questions before we sign off? looking forward to a live Friday. Yeah, I'm going to do a live stream of the unboxing on Friday. Let's do that. That'll be fun. And then I'm going to try and get another video up by Friday evening. I got one of my video ideas. I have a number of ideas for videos with Apple Vision Pro, and I will be executing on them as fast as I can in a reasonable time. And so keep your eyes peeled on the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, by the way, to this channel. Just did a video today, released it on the big changes in iOS 17.4, which transcripts are coming to Apple Podcasts, which is a big deal. The changes in the EU for sideloading, app marketplaces, and game streaming apps are going to go global, plus changes to stolen device protection. So that video is up on the channel right now. You can go check that out. And again, subscribe, hit the bell, all that kind of stuff. Apple Vision Pro video starting this Friday. I'm going to try to get one out this Friday, and then Saturday, and probably Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. I don't know. I'm going to try and make a bunch of them. We'll see. If you have any video ideas, too, would love to hear about that. Have you seen anything about gaming? Yeah, Mike, I had not seen a ton about gaming. So, again, I'm curious I didn't see anybody really go into the App Store like on Apple Vision Pro and just browse what apps were available. So I'll be doing that to seeing what's up. I'm also going to build some shortcuts in Apple Vision Pro. I want to see how that works because I did see that Shortcuts is an app, at least in compatibility. So I'll be doing that for sure. Mike, I appreciate that. Thanks for the $2. Do you recommend any smart cribs? Robin, that's a great question. I don't know any smart cribs. I know I used some HomeKit cameras for our last child, but that was a number of years ago. So I don't know of any smart cribs. I will try and maybe look that up for my next I haven't done a smart home video in a while. Been waiting for some products to actually release. So I'll keep that in mind for smart cribs and smart baby devices and paraphernalia. So that's a great question. Ethan, watching live from Hawaii. That's wonderful. Thank you, Ethan, for joining now. And Friday, hope you could join me then. The maximum you can put on an Apple gift card is $2,000. Trenton Tech with... that's interesting. I didn't know there was a maximum amount. You can get two gift cards, I guess. 2 gift cards for $2,000 each. Doc Rock. I just met Doc Rock at a Podfest in Orlando. That's amazing. Hey, Doc. I really appreciate it. Not trying to watch too much of the early content because you don't want to buffer your thoughts. I totally get it, Doc. I couldn't resist. I had to watch it all. So you're stronger than I. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm going to be doing some stuff. I want to hear your thoughts, Doc, once you get yours on Friday. And yeah, I want to see more Apple immersive videos. Also, Home OS. Yeah, that's a good Mac lover mentioned. Home OS will be interesting if integrated into Vision Pro. In the 17.4 betas, I think it was Mac Rumors or 9to5Mac discovered that Home OS is mentioned. It's been rumored for many years. Mark Gurman even mentioned something about Home OS several years ago in his Bloomberg Power On article. I don't know, it might have been before he was doing Power On. So anyway, I'm looking forward to Home OS being a thing for real. This way we can actually talk about HomePod and software in like a reasonable way. Like it's HomePod OS or Home OS. So anyway, hopefully a standalone device too. Curious when Apple Vision Pro will come to other regions as well. It's a good question, Mark. I had not heard anything about that yet. And let's see. I'm also going to show us your shirt. Oh, this is from the ATP people. ATP.fm, the podcast. They did a run of shirts about the Mac Pro. This was before the M2 Ultra Mac Pro came out earlier this year. It was believe, Ted Lasso reference and then the Mac Pro reference. So this is from ATP.fm. I listen to their show. But, you should listen to Primary Technology if you're not already. My tech podcast. I do it with Jason Aten. He's a wonderful co-host, and we have a lot of fun on that. So primarytech.fm. Links are also in the video description. Trying to type while live streaming and not looking is a challenge, but Primary Technology, you can follow wherever you get your podcast. Would appreciate it. Give us a listen. You can also watch us on YouTube. We have a channel, and it's linked down on my channel as well. Apparently UK and Canada in the next few months before WWDC in June. That would make sense. Mark says he's got $3,500 euros or pounds. I'm not sure which currency that is, but it's one of them burning a hole in his pocket. So that's funny. Well, thanks again for joining me, guys. It's been a lot of fun. We'll do another live stream on Friday to unbox everything live here on the channel, and then stay subscribed. Keep an eye out because I'm going to have several videos, something totally different than you've seen from these initial reviews and impressions. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to push this thing as far as I can as quickly as possible. So thanks again for joining. This has been a lot of fun. I'll end it here, and we'll see you in the comments on the channel. Bye, guys.